Good morning. It is Thursday, April 17th, 2014. UPBOptionMillionaires.com is the last day of the trading week. Tomorrow is Good Friday. I posted this chart, put it up at Stocked, was talking about, this is Tesla here yesterday, was talking about this 197.50 line acting as resistance, and that I was looking for, as we continue to melt higher here, a significant break to the upside. And we did. It was almost a $200 move towards the end of the session before we pulled back. So now I'm looking at this level here, this 197.50 level, which was former resistance. Guess what? It's going to act as support. And it's going to help propel the shares up to $210 in the short term. So let's see what happened here. I'm just going to refresh this real quick. And there you go. You can see that nice break of the 197.50 level. A nice little flag here. And even in spite of the weakness we're seeing, is about 197.50 actually pre-market right now. I would look for that move up to the 202.50 level this morning, possibly into the afternoon, before hitting 205, either at the end of the session today or early next week. So one of the option trades I'm going to do for is a high-risk trade is buy some out-of-the-money calls here. The 205 calls will probably drop to about 28 cents this morning. Put a bid in for about 5 or 6 of those, and if we get up to the 205, 207 level, those should be a nice gain. So that is Tesla. We have earnings reports out this morning. GE, Morgan Stanley, GE. All of these are positive reports here. Morgan Stanley especially really blew it out of the park, up over to almost a $31 handle. And you can look back from a longer-term perspective. I mean, this is a stock that has pulled back below the long-time trend line support and looked pretty weak here. Now it's about ready to burst back over this and make new highs since the financial crisis. So congrats to Morgan Stanley. BlackRock as well. BlackRock busted a move really for the last 5 years off its lows and looks poised. And if you look from this pattern here, again, a beautiful channel consolidation pattern. Looks like it's going to get to the 330 level. It's going to be a big move. So some of the financials should see JP Morgan Chase, for instance, at the bottom of this channel. I brought this up my week ahead, the fact that this channel has really been respected over the last year and a half, and that now we're looking for the move back up, even though JP Morgan Chase reported disastrous results last week. I think it's going to follow the financial sector, and it's going to move back up to the $60 level, and it'll be the start today, a continuation of some strength that we saw yesterday, and a move up to $56 today. Not out of the question. If all the other financials, we have Goldman Sachs reporting earnings. Their earnings are not out just yet, but they're. I'm sure they're going to be, if you look at the chart, off support here. Beautiful. Looking for the 160 plus level this morning. How about SanDisk? SanDisk came out, earnings last night was down to $75. Guess where it is? It's up over here. It's $80. We had an analyst come out this morning. Credit Suisse came out this morning and said, hey, you know what? We're moving our target up from 80 something bucks to 125. Wow, that's huge. That's a gigantic move from current levels. You can see it's maintained this support and resistance level if we drop below it, but it's been great support here, and we're up at about the 80 something, $81 level. We're going to see this go to 85 and then 90. This is going to help drag up some of the other stocks that have been beaten down, although I should say Western Digital really hasn't been beaten down that much recently, but you would expect here. Today we're going to see the move up to 95 over the short term for Western Digital. You could also look at STX. Seagate Technology is another one that could possibly see a recovery from earlier all-time highs back in January. It was over $62.50. Analyst came out this morning. Netflix. $500 price target, and you can see it's really oversold here, hanging at support at this 325 level. This was former support before earnings when it popped up to almost $400. So we're up to about 335 level. Again, I just love this chart for upside, just based on the fact that the dramatic decline it's seen from all-time highs and the negative sentiment that still surrounds this stock. And I'm looking for this stock to move higher over the next couple weeks. We'll see it back over 400 and possibly 450, even though I was looking through Netflix online streaming. I couldn't really find anything except the job story last night to watch. So hopefully they expand their library. That would be nice. We have Pepsi beating it out of the park today. You can look at this channel and you go back from a longer term perspective. We could be possibly breaking out of this channel. Look at this. I mean, today could be the day. This is the day. Yep, and we get up here to the. We're still not completely overbought here on PepsiCo. So let's look for this possibly another breakout. Coca-Cola reported earnings. Look at this spike up recently, breaking out of this wedge. So, yeah, beverage industry doing very well. We have earnings reports here next week. Netflix, Harley-Davidson, McDonald's, VMW, Yum, ISRG, iRobot, AT&T, Boeing, and the big one next week is the Facebook, which topped, I call this top, precisely. Just magic. And I also call this support here. And look at this. It's a nice little candle here, and we're going to continue up to about 62.50, possibly as early as today. And I would look for the next line in the sand as far as this up reversal to the upside at about the 66 level, 66.50 level. That is Facebook. DDD. Analyst came out this morning and said, we're going to reiterate our $100 price target. We love this stock. And look at this, at 40, and it says 100% plus from current levels. I pointed this out on StockTwits and Twitter as well earlier this week. This really strong level of support at this level. And I like saying level a lot. And you can look, clearly oversold. It's just it's going to start to curl here. We're going to see a sharp reversal to the upside for DDD. So I own some calls heading into today's session that expire today. Those are high risk, but they're the 48, so I'm already doing pretty good on those. And I'm going to look to roll out to probably the 60 strike or even the 70 strike for the next couple months. UPBOptionMillionaires.com. Everyone have a good Friday. Oh my gosh. That's why I'm not a comedian. And it's going to be a nice, interesting trading session today. We have, again, earnings really picking up. We have Google. I should do Google. That's the real ticker we're going to follow here. And earnings report came out last night. Was not good. Not good. According to traders, at least. And we had an analyst come out this morning and say, hey, not so bad. We had James Cramer from CNBC say, hey, you know what? Results weren't so bad. So we'll see what happens. Right now we're at about the 545 level, down $18 from the close yesterday. I also like Amazon. Amazon is this support line remains well respected. You can see what happened recently. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. I didn't want to do that. Let's see. Wait. There we go. Let me see if I can zoom. No. All right. Well, let me see. All right. Well, I can while I'm doing it, the recording. Let me see if I can. Hold on a second. There we go. There. So right at this level, we're still being very strong support at these current levels. So I'm looking for a move up. 380. All right, everyone. Have a great trading day. Have a wonderful long weekend. And I'll see you in the chat room at optionmillionaires.com. And I'll see you on Monday for a great Monday. All right, UPB. Goodbye.